Hello everyone, welcome back to Believer Science Academy Bengaluru. This is topic of the day. Today we'll discuss one of the most important event that is happening to Indian diaspora in the USA. Recently, most of our videos have been around USA, such as gun violence, death of Charlie Kirk, such as beheading of Indian Chandranagaya in USA. All these are because of significance of USA to India. And today we have another news, that is the rising cost of visas in USA. We'll discuss what is this rising cost, what will be implications on India and its USA. We'll also discuss what will be its implications on broader India and USA relations. Okay, so the topic is dollar 1 lakh or 100,000 H-1B visa fees shock. Is America closing doors on Indians? So we'll discuss about this fee shock and also discuss first about what is H-1B visa and how it is impacting Indians. So what is H-1B visa? H-1B visa is a non-immigrant visa. Non-immigrant visa in the USA that allows companies to employ foreign workers in specialty occupations. Typically, these jobs require technical, professional, or highly specialized skills like in information technology, engineering, finance, medicine, or research. So, there are different variants of visa, and the highest level of visa is given to H-1B. This visa is given to those employees or those non-immigrants, non-immigrant visa, which is given to the employees who are going abroad to USA, who are working in skilled employment such as IT, engineering, finance, medical, etc. So initially there was okay. First we'll discuss about eligibility and features. Requires a US employer sponsor, that is any company which is present in USA which is providing a sponsorship here. And initial duration is 3 years, renewable to maximum of 6 years. And spouses of children of H-1 visa can accompany, but H-4 holders traditionally cannot work except under certain conditions. Okay, so if you are having H-1B visa, you can take your wife or son, children, or like family to USA, but they have to carry a H-4 visa. This is the next level of visa. This visa is provided just as you are accompanying another H-1B visa holder. Here you are not allowed to work. Here you are not allowed to get employment except in certain circumstances. So normally this is not employment visa. Next, annual cap on visas was 85,000, that is 65,000 regular and 20,000 advanced degree exemptions. So every year there were 85,000 visas provided, of which 65,000 were regular and 20,000 advanced degree exemptions for education purposes. So currently the top beneficiaries of H-1B visas is obviously from India, which account for almost 71%. That is 2,83,397 people are there in USA from India who are holding H-1B visa. Next is China, Philippines, Canada, South Korea, Mexico, Taiwan, Pakistan, Brazil, Nigeria. Okay, so China and USA together almost account for 84% of H-1B visa holders. So what is the uh, major like hidden agenda behind increasing this fee hike for H-1B visa was basically to sideline India. Basically to sideline India. Many people say that this is neutral. It is not only for Indians, but it is increase for everyone. But in reality, who is the more which country has the most number of H-1B visa holder? It is obviously India. So indirectly they are targeting India and China, especially India in this regard. Okay, we'll discuss this about further in the video. And what is the importance of this H-1B visa? It bridges the talent gap in the US tech and research sectors. Major sources of employment for Indian professionals who historically make up a large proportion of H-1B visa holders. So for USA, the job availability is high, but talent was less. For Indian employers in India, job were less, but talent was high. So you have something I do not have, I have something you do not have. So there was an exchange of talent to USA. So these Indian talents were going to USA, were helping the Indian in like USA tech and information sector to bloom. Okay, So as a result, there was a transfer of talent from India to USA and transfer of money from USA to India. Okay, but now what they're focusing on is, instead of, though we have jobs, okay, we maybe not have the talent that India possesses, but we have people, so we can focus on increasing the employment to people from USA itself. That is one of the important feature of Trump's Make America Great campaign, Great Again campaign, MAGA. That is the protectionist measures of USA. Okay, okay. Then the 1 lakh one-time H-1B fee. Okay, is it applicable for everyone? Is it applicable for people who are already there in USA, or is it only for the new people? Okay, so the announcement was, fresh applicants, that is, okay, fresh applicants will pay a 1 lakh fee starting from the next lottery cycle, meaning it is not annual, it is one time fee and applies only to new visa petitions and not renewals or current holders. Very important. Okay, so only for new visa applicants, new visa applicants, those who are already in USA, who are continuing to, or who are willing to extend or expand their visa, H-1B visa, for another year, then they do not have to pay this 1 lakh or $100,000 fee. They can pay whatever is there in the previous regime. Okay, next, what is the trigger here? Okay, the trigger here is earlier statements by Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick suggested an annual fee, sparking panic and last minute travel. And corporate responses, that is companies like Microsoft, Amazon and JP Morgan, advised H-1B visa holders outside the US to return immediately, fueling a surge in flight bookings, fueling a kind of bank run from USA to rest of the countries. Indian government understood the hidden agenda by USA and urged US missions to assist citizens, warning of humanitarian consequences. Okay, we agree to your demands, we agree that it is your internal issues, we agree that it is your internal policies, you can do whatever with respect to USA's policies, but make sure that all the immigrants that are there in USA, especially from India, are sent back to India properly with all the human resources provided. Okay, so rising protectionism in USA, this is not the only way how USA is protecting its local market. There are many other reasons as well. First, the context is the H-1B fee hike fits into broader US trends of economic nationalism and protectionism. The goals is aim of the goal is sorry the aim if this move is encourage employment of American graduates. Next, discourage outsourcing and reliance on foreign talent. Then echoes other measures like tariffs, immigration curbs, and stricter visa rules. So it imposed 50% tariff hikes on India. What it is indirectly doing? It is making Indian goods costly and making USA goods cheaper. So obviously the consumers are going to go for cheaper goods. When they are going to go for cheaper American goods, it is going to bring more investment to USA market. So when the investment is brought, it is going to bring jobs. It is going to help in boosting of US economy. Okay, so now with respect to similar thing, that is they are going to bring more employment to Americans. And what will be its impact on the companies? It increases cost of hiring for foreign talent. Companies may rethink overseas hiring, training and wage structures. Okay, I will give an example here, a personal example I would say. Okay, so I'll give you a personal example here, that so I was working for Tech Mahindra. Okay, before I was working for Tech Mahindra and my client was Bombardier Aerospace, which is a Canadian company, So they used to hire Indians from Tech Mahindra and they used to send them on onsite. Tech Mahindra used to send them onsite to Canada, where the Indian workers, according to the Canada restrictions, etc., etc., were paid around 90,000 to 1 lakh dollars. Okay, this was the monthly salary, sorry, not the monthly, sorry, it was the yearly salary of Indians who are going abroad, who are going for or working as tech employees of Tech Mahindra, but under the Bombardier consultancy in for a yearly. But if Bombardier wanted to hire someone from Canada itself, if they wanted to hire someone from Canada itself, that is the localates itself, their salary was around 3 lakh. Okay, their salary was around 3 lakh dollars. So now they are basically saving 2 lakh dollars by hiring Indians. So obviously what they used to do, they used to hire Indians from here. They used to pay for all the charges such as flight, etc., etc., and they used to hire Indians who are like historically very proper workers who used to work beyond their times, etc., etc., for a minimal amount of salary. So this made them focus on hiring Indians rather than employing the local Canadians. This was not the case with Bombardier only. This was also the case with USA companies as well. USA companies such as Boeing, okay, USA companies such as Airbus, sorry, Boeing, okay, USA companies, there are many other companies such as Microsoft. Okay, all these companies used to hire from Indians because they used to work for lesser salary, because hiring the localates was more costlier. Now this move, it changes the equation. How, you might ask? How? Now, for example, take the same example. Someone from Tech Mahindra is going to USA and is being paid 1 lakh. Okay, 1 lakh dollars. Now there is a initial upfront fee of 1 lakh again, 1 lakh again, so which accounts to around 2 lakh rupees. Now if suppose a local American salary is around 2 lakh dollars per year, what will the company obviously do? Obviously they will not go for the Indian person, because the cost of hiring is same here, because you have to pay extra visa fee. So as a result of that, what they should do is, because this visa fee is paid by the sponsorship, that sponsorship is the company which is providing them employment here, like be it IT, be it technology, etc., etc. So these Microsoft, etc., like IBM, etc., what they used to do is, what they will do now is, instead of hiring Indian to work in USA, they are going to hire American in local itself. So it is going to increase the job opportunity for Americans. So this is what the active motive behind H-1B visa is, and especially it is targeting H-1B visa holders of India, because they constitute 70 to 75% of H-1B visa holders. So it is one of the another measure of USA, or another measure of Trump, you can say, to target India from uh, tariffs, from making pact with uh, Pakistan, from um, talking about India in a bad way, such as calling it as a dead economy, and from imposing sanctions because of its trade with Russia under the Ukraine war, and also removing the waiver which it provided for Chabar port under the CATS Act. Now, all these movements, along with this H-1B visa, showcases that increasing pressure on India. So, what will be its implications on India and US relations? First is the talent link. India is the largest source of H-1B workers, especially in IT, tech, and STEM sectors, and it is going to result in potential strain, such as fee hike may be perceived as anti-Indian professionals, though technically neutral. Technically they are neutral, but the hidden agenda is to target Indians because they are represented 70% of H-1B visa holders. Could affect tech outsourcing, collaborations, and bilateral goodwill as well. So strategic balance in the future is, India remains a major partner in defense, trade, and technology. Both countries benefit from professional exchanges, but policies like this may create a short-term friction. So this is, so what India did from the 1990s onwards till 2020s was to increase the relationship between India and USA. But what is happening in the recent terms of Trump 2024, from 2024 till now, it is growing downhill. The relation between India and US is going downhill. So this is aggravated by tariff hike, India-Pakistan relations, sorry, USA-Pakistan relations, and USA hike or sanctions on India, and etc. etc. So this showcases a negative trend in India and US relations. This has to be addressed as soon as possible, because both the countries share common values, both countries share common interest in many of the regions. So this is about H-1B visa and its implications on India and Indian employees outside of USA. So if you are planning to work in USA, now you have to pay extra fees, or now you have to pay, or now you have to ask your employers to pay extra fees. So instead of that, I would suggest you to find work in India and go work for more money in India itself, so that the talent pool stays in India only. So this can be a challenge turned into opportunity for India as well. Most of the people who work in USA are the people with high level of talent, high level of technical brilliance. They are going to USA and they are improving US's economy. If all this brain if drain is not happening and it stays in India, it can result in the positive growth of India as well. So this can be converted into an opportunity by the Indian government. For this, India has to provide them necessary work conditions, necessary livelihood, necessary standard of living as well. So this is the topic of the day. If you like the video, then please hit the like button, comment on it, and also share with your friends. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and click on the bell icon so that you don't miss any notification. With this, I will end the video. Jai Hind, Jai Karnataka.